Welcome back to tutorials for creating a Google website. This tutorial is about making a template. In order to make a template for your website, which will standardize all of your web pages, you need to start by creating a new page. Click on this icon here with the little plus symbol on it, and that will create a page. Once you arrive at this screen, you want to give your page a name. This is the page that I will be using to assess each artwork. So we're going to call this the assessment template. Definitely want to make sure that it is put at the top level, and you have different options of how the template can start or how it will be used. We're going to use it as a web page. Click Create to create your new template. Now we're on our assessment template page in the example website that I'm creating for you. You'll notice the cursor is bouncing right here. It's ready for you to add things to it, and you have some options of different text types and fonts and some other menu options at the top here within your assessment template editing screen. So this is the editing screen. This is where we can add things to our web page. This will always be the title of the web page, and this will be what shows up in the body of the web page. For this particular template, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to create a text box. This text box will be for a brief description of your artwork. So make sure your cursor is in the main body paragraph of your editing table. Click on Insert and choose Text Box. Where the gadget title is, you can write description because this will be the description of the artwork. And this is where you would write your brief description of what the artwork is. And in order to remind yourself of what sort of things are included in a description of an artwork, I suggest that you put title, enter media, enter dimensions. These are also the things that are required in your exhibition text for your IBDP-VA upload. So go ahead and save that, and you'll notice that as soon as you save it, it appears as a gray box. Don't worry, this is just the placeholder for your text gadget. If you want to edit anything in that text gadget, you can go down here to Properties and it will open right back up again. But for the time being, when you save your text box, it's going to show up as a gray blank area as a text gadget, just as a space saver. So click to the right of that box and hit Enter, Enter. Now your cursor is going to be down here and giving some space between your text gadget or your text box and your next line of actual physical text that you're going to type into your website template. The text that we're going to write here is going to be a reminder that this is where we'd like a professional image of our completed artwork. You can turn that into a title if you want by changing your font size and or color. And when you go to use your template later, as you'll see in the next tutorial, this is where you would then hit Enter, Enter, and paste a professional image of your completed artwork. For our template, though, we're going to now add another text gadget. We're going to add another text box. This text box is going to remind us that, hey, this is where you need to write your exhibition text. So go to Insert, Text Box, and under the gadget title, change that to say Exhibition Text. The exhibition text is 500 characters, including your title, media, dimensions, and your artistic intent. I would write it in a Word document and then copy and paste it so you can double check your characters, which includes spaces and punctuations, and then just paste it in here. But this is our template, so we're just reminding ourselves that when we actually do make a page for our artwork, this is what goes there, 500 characters. Go ahead and save that text box, and you'll notice that again in your template, you have this big, ugly gray box. It's basically just a place saver for your text gadget. If you want to edit anything in your text box, you just have to go to Properties and click on that, and it will open up your editing page for your text gadget. Click to the right of that text box and enter twice. This is where you're going to type a reminder to yourself to put all of your supporting evidence below here. On your website, you will upload all supporting evidence such as scans from your sketchbook, screenshots if you're using digital work, photographs of you working. Everything can be right here for your viewer of your website to see and for your teacher to examine. So you want to make sure that everything under the process portfolio criteria is established and supported there. Also, this is a really great place to store things that you're going to use for making your process screens later on towards the end of the program. So now we have everything we need for our template. So we're going to save this. Now that we have saved this screen, we can go back up to the top here, and we are going to go to More Actions. Under More Actions, you'll see an option that says Page Templates. We want to save this page as a template, so that every time that we make a new web page, it will show up like this, and then we can just click on the editing tool and edit the page just by adding the things that we want, and every page will look the same. So I'm going to save this page as a template. It needs a description. Okay, and then you just save it. Now it's officially saved as a template, and in order to use the template, the next time you just change your title and edit your gadgets, adding in the information that you've already reminded yourself that you need. Thank you for joining me. On our next tutorial, I will show you how to use this assessment template towards making awesome web pages that look beautiful for all of your artwork and all of the supporting evidence.